Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. October is coming really soon, so in today's video, we will be setting up my bullet journal for the month of October. But first, let's make some tea. And now without further ado, let's start planning. So for the month of October, I decided to go for a dreamy clouds and whales theme that is inspired by Notebook Therapy's Tsuki Cloud Dreamland collection. I initially wanted to make a Halloween theme for this month, but I remember I have already done the theme in October last year. So yeah, this year's October theme is not going to be a Halloween theme. And another reason why I decided to go for this clouds and whales theme is because of a very popular K-drama that I've been watching recently, which is Extraordinary Attorney Woo. So if you're also watching the K-drama, you will know how much the main character loves whales. So yeah, now let's talk a little bit about the cover page. So I just drew a whale in a jar with some clouds floating by, and the color palette that I use is a very neutral blue and with some light blue as well, as I don't really like colors that are too bright. And to decorate the cover page, I just used the washi tapes from the Cloud Dreamland collection and also the Gentle Giant collection. All the links to the stationeries that I've used throughout the setup are in the description box below. And there's also a discount code, so be sure to check them out. Alright, the next page over here is my monthly calendar. I have been really loving this calendar layout instead of the monthly log layout that I've been using for months now, because this layout gives a much better visualization of the whole month. And as you can see here, to decorate the spread, I didn't draw much, but instead I used the washi tapes and some stamps, which are also from the Cloud Dreamland collection. And a little hack over here which I'm using is using the ink from my Crayola Super Tip pens on the stamp itself, because I don't have a dark blue ink pad, and I guess I really like how it turned out in the end. So yeah, this is how my cover page and monthly calendar looks like for this month. And now flipping over to the next two pages are going to be my trackers. And good news to everyone is that I'm bringing back my mood tracker for this month. I didn't include a mood tracker last month because I wasn't feeling to make one, but I am feeling to make one for this month. So for this month's mood tracker, I drew a whale adventuring through the clouds, and below the clouds I drew like strings of stars, which represents the days of the month. There's also some stars surrounding the clouds and the whale that also represents the days of the month, because I just couldn't fit all 31 strings of stars below the two clouds that I've drawn. And to use the mood tracker, all I have to do is just draw the different patterns inside each of the stars according to my mood. Like if I'm sad, I'll draw a pattern with slanting lines, and if I'm happy, I'll be drawing a grid pattern, but you guys can customize the patterns that you are going to use. And I guess that is all for my mood tracker. And now moving on to the page on the right is going to be my habit tracker. For this month's habit tracker, instead of making the graph layout, I decided to make it more doodle intensive because I just really feel like drawing for this month. So yeah, what I did was I drew 4 clouds that represents all the 4 habits that I want to track, which are vitamins, skincare, flossing, and no spending. I usually do 6 trackers per month, but for this month, I just want to prioritize a few habits, so I only did 4. And you know how lazy I am to write down the numbers of the month, So I just used these rubber calendar stamps that I got from Shopee to stamp out the month. And I really like how fast and easy it is with these stamps, and I also like how clean and neat they look if I don't accidentally mess up with the ink. So yeah, I really love how my mood tracker and habit tracker turned out, and I guess this might be one of my favorites of all time. Now the next page over here is my budget tracker that helps me to keep track of all my income and expenses for the month. So this spread is like usual, where I draw a table with 4 columns and each of them represents the date, the details, the plus sign is for income, and the minus sign is for expenses. And as you can see here, to decorate the spread, I didn't do much, but I just used my light gray Tombow Duo brush pen to make alternating lines in the table. And I also added a washi tape that has a feel of very beautiful yellow flowers. And oh yeah, I also play around with the stamps too. And next to the budget tracker is my playlist spread that I have abandoned for quite some time. Last time that I did a playlist spread is probably in January this year, and I thought it's been a really long time since I did a playlist spread, so I decided to bring it back this month. Listening to music is my ultimate favorite thing to do. I always listen to music when I do stuffs or before I sleep, so having this playlist spread is kind of nice to just write down some songs that I've discovered that month. So for this playlist, I drew like 3 rectangles with some clouds surrounding it, and I used some stickers from the Cloud Dreamland collection as well. And I'm just going to be writing down the top 3 songs that I liked and discovered in October. So yeah, I guess that's it for my budget tracker and also playlist spread. Now, the last pages over here are going to be the first weekly spread of the month. For this month, I also won't be making a separate video on the other weekly spreads, but I'm going to make Instagram reels on them, so be sure to follow my Instagram at lootengstudio. And back to the spread, what I did for this weekly spread is similar to the one that I did in September, where I draw in the middle section of both the pages. And there's also 4 boxes on the top, which is for Monday to Thursday, and there's another 4 boxes on the bottom, which is for Friday to Sunday. And the last box on the bottom right corner is just for me to write down any important notes, but you can change it to events or tasks if you want to. And as you can see over here, for the headers of each of the boxes, I added some washi tapes for decorations. And I really like how it looks like a beautiful scenery with clouds and a few of yellow flowers. And yeah, I guess that is all for the first weekly spread of the month. So now, here's the final flip through of my bullet journal setup for the month of October. This theme is now officially my favorite theme out of all the themes that I did this year. I just really like how dreamy it looks, and the wheels are just super adorable. So yeah, if you enjoyed the setup too, be sure to like and subscribe and follow my Instagram and Kofi at lootengstudio. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys will have a great October. And I'll see you guys in the next video.